All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we are talking about absolute giants. I mean, these aren't just ships, they're floating cities, colossal carriers, the true titans of the ocean. So get ready, because we're about to count down the largest ships on the entire planet.
So here's the big question. What actually are the 10 largest ships sailing the seas today? The answers are, well, they're pretty staggering. We're going to be ranking these marvels by something called gross tonnage, which is basically the standard way of measuring a ship's total size, its entire internal volume.
Okay, let's dive into this. It takes some serious brain power to even dream up these vessels. So what we're about to do is count down the ships that really are the peak of what you can only call mind-blowing engineering.
So we're going to start our countdown with numbers 10 all the way through 6. Now, look, these might be the smaller giants on our list today, but each one is an incredible feat of engineering. So let's get into it.
Kicking things off at number 10, we have the Mardi Gras. This cruise ship is just massive, over 1,130 feet long. To put that in perspective, that is longer than 3 football fields laid end to end. And get this, it is the first ever roller coaster at sea. A pretty strong start, but believe me, we're just getting warmed up.
Sliding into the number 9 spot, it's the 8th Innova. Yup, another one of these incredible floating resorts. This is a luxury cruise liner that can host, just a casual 5,400 passengers while it sails around the world.
Coming in at number 8 is the Costa Smeralda. Now, this ship is really interesting because it's one of the first giant cruise ships to be powered almost entirely by cleaner-burning liquefied natural gas, or LNG. So, not just a titan, but also a bit of a pioneer in more sustainable tech.
And here at number 7, we have our very first container ship, the CSCL Globe. Okay, so this one isn't about luxury or roller coasters. It's about pure raw capacity. This is a workhorse that can carry over 19,000 20-foot shipping containers on a single trip. Just incredible.
And cracking our top 6 is the MS Iona. This is another one of those LNG-powered giants, and it marks our halfway point. At over 184,000 gross tons, it is an absolute behemoth. And from here on out, things get really colossal.
So just take a quick look. From a roller coaster at sea to a ship that can carry 19,000 containers, these are the ships that kicked off our list. Pretty impressive, right? But seriously, we are just getting started.
Okay, now we are entering a totally different league. These are the heavyweights, the top 5. We're going to slow things down just a bit here, because each one of these ships, wow, they deserve their own moment in the spotlight. Let's see who made the cut.
All right, kicking off the top 5. Who do we have?
It is the Allure of the Seas. When this thing launched, it was the largest passenger ship in the world. A total game changer. It has an entire neighborhood called Central Park right down its center with thousands of real living plants and trees. A park on a ship.
Just incredible. But at number 4, we have its sister ship, the Oasis of the Seas. And you're probably starting to notice a little pattern here, right? These revolutionary Oasis-class ships, all built by Royal Caribbean, are clearly beginning to dominate the top of our list.
And now we've hit the top 3. The bronze medal position. These aren't just titans. These are the absolute elite of the elite. Taking the number 3 spot is the Harmony of the Seas, another member of this unbelievable fleet, and it was the first to feature something called the Ultimate Abyss, the tallest slide at sea. It plunges you down a heart-stopping 10 stories.
We are so close. There is just one more ship standing between us and the champion. This is the second largest ship in the entire world, the runner-up.
And the magnificent runner-up is the Symphony of the Seas. At over 228,000 gross tons, this floating metropolis actually held the title of world's largest for years. It's a true masterpiece of engineering, second to only one other ship on the entire planet.
So this is it. This is the moment we've been building towards. After counting down 9 of the most colossal ships ever built, we have finally arrived at the number 1 spot, the undisputed champion.
So, have you guessed it yet? Any ideas? Which vessel holds the title of the largest ship in the world?
The wait is over. After climbing past 9 other giants, the undisputed, reigning heavyweight champion of the seas is
The Wonder of the Seas. There it is, the largest ship in the world. It stretches an unbelievable 1,188 feet long and can carry nearly 7,000 passengers plus another 2,300 crew. It is truly a wonder of the modern world.
So we've crowned our champion. But hold on, because if we look back at our top 5, a really fascinating pattern emerges. It tells a story of, well, total domination.
Now, what's really interesting here is the complete domination of the top 5 spots. Allure, Oasis, Harmony, Symphony, and Wonder. Every single one of the C's. It's an entire fleet of giants from one single cruise line, Royal Caribbean. They have just systematically built one record breaker right after another to completely rule the oceans.
So, there you have it. We've seen the titans of today, a fleet that represents the absolute peak of naval engineering. But it leaves us with one final, exciting question to think about. How much bigger can we actually build? And what on earth will the next generation of giants even look like?